Ares, the Greek god of war and courage, was one of the most powerful and feared deities in the ancient pantheon. Born on the rugged island of Naxos to the supreme god Zeus and the regal Hera, Ares entered the world amid a harsh bellowing cry, an ominous harbinger of the ferocity and bloodshed he would one day unleash upon the lands. From a tender age, Ares' insatiable lust for combat manifested in his brutal, merciless nature. He found euphoria in the chaos of battle, the ear-splitting clangs as swords collided, the agonized cries of the wounded mixing with roars of the slain falling to the blood-stained earth. Wherever cataclysmic conflicts raged between clashing armies, Ares prowled the gory fields, his piercing war cries urging soldiers into frenzied, mindless destruction. The mere sight of his formidable presence, adorned in the frightening emblems of war, was enough to shake the resolves of even the most seasoned warriors. The embodiment of violence and aggression, Ares carved a legend as a fearsome warrior without parallel. He waded into the thickest battles enclosed in exquisite gilt armor that shimmered like blazing sun, his grotesque face contorted in manic rage, his sinewy, muscular frame emanated with barely contained fury. Clasped in his powerful hands were a mighty spear and a sword so immense that with a single, mighty swing, it could cleave through entire legions of hapless foes from the mightiest citadels to the most wretched villages. None could withstand his onslaught as he thrashed about the carnage-strewn battlefields with reckless abandon, leaving sprawling swaths of fallen combatants in his wake. Yet for all his ferocity, Ares did not always emerge victorious from his conquests. In the greatest mythological war of its era, the legendary Trojan War, which unfolded across a decade on the sun-scorched plains of Ilium, Ares battled alongside his Trojan favored, pitting his might against the indomitable Greek force. As the conflict raged on, he waded into the fray with unstoppable fury, his massive broadsword whirling in great arcs that scattered soldiers like leaves in the wind. But the cunning Athena, fierce goddess of heroic endeavors and strategic warfare, deftly deflected and parried his brutal blows before striking him down with her ornate spear, searing a wound across his impervious thighs. Her skilled intervention was a sobering reminder that though Ares demanded respect on the battlefield, he could still be felled by the machinations of a more calculating combatant. While the harrowing tales of his boundless wrath and supremacy in combat spread fear and awe, Ares was also renowned for his amorous adventures and unbridled lust between the bedsheets. In his most infamous affair, the tantalizing goddess Aphrodite, who embodied the very ideals of love and desire, betrayed her husband Hephaestus, the lame craftsman deity, by secretly welcoming the god of war into her opulent bedchambers. There, behind closed doors, they surrendered to their carnal passions, their ecstasy echoing through the halls of Olympus. Upon discovering the passionate lovers entwined, Hephaestus flew into a vengeful rage, entrapping them in an unbreakable metal net before shamelessly showcasing them in their intimate throes before the entire court on Mount Olympus. Equally feared by mortals and gods for his monstrous presence in battle, his insatiable bloodlust, and his propensity for both wanton violence and voracious desire, Ares dominated the ancient Greek world. His very name, derived from the word Aran meaning bane or ruin, laid bare the path of devastation and conquest he trailed through the eons of his mythological reign over the realms of war and carnal pleasures. From the blood-soaked battlefields to the luxuriant bedchambers, Ares personified the duality of human conflict and desire that has echoed through the ages in eternal poems, sculptures, and stories honoring his formidable legacy. Just like Ares, smash that like and subscribe button.